Welcome to Angels Don't Lie with Jeanne Street. Jeanne is a God-based medium, owner of In Spirit Healing Studio, and new author of the book The Goddess You. Angels Don't Lie will be a show dedicated to healing and love. If you have a question you would like Jeanne to answer on the show, or if you would like to contact her, send your correspondence to Jeanne@JeanneStreet.com or check out the website JeanneStreet.com. Now here's Jeanne Street.
You'll never worry or fear. Her love is special when she is near. The pain relieves the ties to the past. Her loneliness fades away. She stands with God and angels. Oh, love lifts her from the pain. The cross on her arm is a truth. When she smiles at you, she'll say that angels don't lie. Angels don't lie.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy July, my loves. Welcome to the show. Your host, Jeanne Street, right here on KBGB Radio. Tonight, you're going to listen to our most downloaded episode. So I hope you enjoy. Sit back, grab some tissues and your notebook because there's lots of great information. There's 6 callers. We're going to talk about your gut, and we're going to talk about how you can take care of your stomach issues, like leaky gut, diverticulitis, and even more. So lots going on. I hope that you enjoy.
Angels don't lie.
Hey. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jeanne Street, here on the fabulous KBJB Radio. So we're coming to you live tonight from my desk. And sitting next to me, I have Miss KJ Johansson. Hello.
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 This time, right? Are we really on this
We're
time?
on. We're really on. We're doing it. We're live.
All right, then.
So I have a pretty cool show planned for everybody. First, let me give you the number in case you want to call and you have a question or you want a connection with your loved one. 646-891-5252. So tonight's show is very special and near and dear to my heart because one of our lovely KBJB radio personalities and loves, June, is in the hospital. And our lovely June has a pretty serious condition, and we talked about this condition back in November. So I thought I would talk about it again because I think it's kind of popular. There's a lot of people that are affected by diverticulitis.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about digestive issues. We're going to talk about the poop chute and what's going on up there. And then, also my husband has diverticulitis, and I texted KJ this morning because our friend June ended up in the hospital with sepsis, and, she had a perforated colon, so she had to have emergency surgery. And lo and behold, my husband's like, I could feel her pain. And in the middle of the night, he literally had the same pain, and he had to go to the ER. He had an attack, a diverticulitis attack. And not because he was having sympathy pains, but because he's been eating pretty much the wrong diet for somebody that has had diverticulitis. So we're going to talk about all of that tonight. We're going to get to the down low, dirty, what you can do to clean up your guts. All right. So Casey says we have a caller. Hey, Casey, how are you tonight?
I am doing great. Are we ready to take this caller?
Good. I am flipping my page, and I'm ready to go.
You're ready.
You ready to go? Hi, this is Jeanne. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, good evening. This is Allison.
Hi, Allison. Where are you calling from?
Roxbury.
Hi. Very good. How can I help you tonight?
I have a lot going on and was looking for some guidance tonight.
Sure. So you want to give me a little bit of lowdown of what you're looking for exactly, besides you have a lot going on?
Yep. Personally, in my life, financially, husband-wise, everything. And it just seems like everything is happening all at once. And so where to focus my energy? There's a lot of stuff that's about to happen and shift and change. And how to best ride that wave that's coming.
Yeah. So where's the moving, though? Are you literally moving out of your house?
Soon, yes.
Okay. And this is not the first time you've had like a whirlwind of events that have happened all at the same time. They're showing me like you've had this before.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the one, they're showing me like there's one underlying stressor that seems to be the constant that replays itself in different areas of your life. Do you understand that?
Yep.
And your voice, they're showing me your voice. Again, it really needs to be, so your voice, really need to pay attention to that, being able to clearly speak your truth. And when I say that, that means you need to do it with compassion. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a little bit...
Be more outspoken.
Be more outspoken, but soften at the same time. So kind of slow down before you speak, and then speak from your heart. So it's not out of anger, but it's out of your truth. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And your children?
I have 3.
So I'm feeling like is there like a separation?
No, well, yes and no. Our oldest is getting married next month. So yes, I guess that would be with the separation.
There you go. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Perfect. Yeah, so that's where all that chaos around money, around how's it going to look and how are we going to recover and how are we going to get through. That's what I keep feeling. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
And the big table, a big long table.
More detail. What about that?
They're showing me a long table. It's a confirmation. I don't know what that has to do with.
Okay.
Actually, it's really feeling more like that's your family time, like sitting down, being together is what I'm seeing, like that connection. And I do feel like there's a little bit of that loss. So I feel like coming back together, even though things are really moving quickly. And the change really feels good for you, Allison. It feels like in a good direction. Do you understand?
Yes, but it's going to be hard because I think I have to let something go.
Yeah. I feel like it has with you, like they're showing me like a pros and cons list. So I do feel like there's more more pros than there are cons. Like I feel like there's more to it. So the things that you're going to kind of walk away from aren't going to be, you're going to be okay. That's what I keep hearing. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And it's taking you a long time to finalize this decision.
Yes, and that's why I've made it feel so stagnant for a while. It's like nothing's going on, but everything's going on at the same time.
I know. Yeah. Ride it like, on a surfboard. They're showing me like, be out, like you're on a surfboard, like just go with it and just smile and be still and enjoy some of the things that are happening at the same time, like the wedding and the family and the children. Like enjoy all the things that you can enjoy, and that will make the hard things move a little easier. Any change is not easy, but it can bring huge rewards. So, and they're also like applauding you for making the changes come to fruition. You understand
Any time frame on? Yep. Any time frame on a move, or will we move? Will that happen?
That move feels like that it's dependent on you. It feels like it's already in motion. It feels like it's already set up. So what that means is that you just have to agree to it and make the decision, make the final, like, okay. That's what it feels like. It's already in your alignment. So does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Surrender.
Yes. And then have faith at the same time. So it's easy sometimes to let go, but then we stay with that constant chatter in our minds, that chaos, instead of being like, okay, I'm going to let it go and let it stay right there and be still and have faith. And that's going to ride you. That's what's going to hold you up. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you have a lovely night. And
You
best
too.
of luck with all your things. Okay, and bye.
Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a very nice
Start to the evening.
yes, absolutely.
So change is good.
Change is good. Change is hard though, right? Do you have
There is.
Yeah, well, everybody seems to have different opinions about change. Some people really don't like it, and they'll stay the same. They'll be like, I'm not going to do that, or they can't get out of their own way. Even in our country, if we think about all the things that are going on, we think about how we have to come to togetherness in order for change to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll get more into that. But Casey says we have 4 callers in the queue.
All right, let's
4.
do this.
Let's do it.
All right, here's our next one.
Okay, thanks, Casey. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. This is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Florida.
Very good. How can I help you tonight?
I was calling to see or looking for some type of guidance or any messages coming through for me.
Sure. Is there a guidance in a particular area of your life, Cindy, that you were looking for?
It's really a lot. It's money, health, and love.
Yeah, I'm getting love is the number one thing. I was getting love relationship. And I do feel like that's been a struggle for you. Do you understand that? Where they're showing me that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been in and out of jobs, Cindy, is that right? In and out, in and out?
No. I've had a job for... Yeah.
So let me ask you again, like they're showing me like in and out, and it has to do around the job. So I want to understand what they mean by that, because we have different languages. So for me, I would think it'd be you're in and out of a job, but is it like you're there, but you're not really there? So you're...
Yeah, more of whether I stay there or not, yeah.
Oh, okay, there it is. Okay.
Got it, yep.
And who had the brain injury?
Brain injury. My father's sister had passed away from fall.
Okay, so she's stepping forward for you, and just kind of like she wants to light the way. She said because she wants to she's like showing me a flashlight. She's like she needs a flashlight. She needs to see the light so she can move forward because you're in the dark. Do you understand that? She's kind of funny.
Not really. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, what that means is, so when we're going it alone, when we're moving through life, maybe without our connection to God or trusting, having that faith, we aren't seeing the light in things. We're only seeing the negative. So she's showing me, get the flashlight, which means the light, get that God light going, and then you'll be able to see and you'll be able to better navigate through the challenging times. I do feel like there's been such hardship around for you with struggles with money and being able to make the ends meet. And what's the she's showing me the cat.
My father, Chino? No. Cat. I don't know what a cat is.
Okay. It could be just her cat or your cat. I'm not sure why she's showing me the cat.
I don't have a cat.
Yeah, well, usually they'll try to confirm who they are, so they'll give me those things.
Not sure.
Okay. No problem.
Right.
So I do feel like a little bit of stubbornness on your side is what she's showing me. Like if you could ease up and you have to take the step forward, you have to actually like have a leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand the leap of faith?
Yes.
Okay. So I feel like once you have that leap of faith, then the rest of the things are going to fall into place. And that's what we're talking about tonight anyways, is the change. It's all going to move in that alignment, but you have to have it with that faith, with that connection. Otherwise, you're right. You're going to keep going, and this is going to keep coming forward for you, keep challenging you, keep depleting you. And I do feel like a depletion. So I feel like, you're kind of exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she wants me to remind you that you're so lovely and that you're so beautiful that I don't even think you're seeing your own light, is what she's showing me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. And she says you are a value. You are a valuable human being. She's telling me you're valuable to others, and you're just not seeing it. So it's another way she's letting me know how important it is that you know that you are loved and you're surrounded by light. That you just have to open your internal windows. You have to open it up so it can come in and touch you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. All right.
I hope this helps you, Cindy.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Have a beautiful night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Change.
Change.
Trish says she loves change.
Oh, hey, Trish.
Yeah.
I know we're going to take another caller, but let me give a quick shout out to a couple of our Rachel and Jen and Susan and Heather, thank you.
And Kathy.
And Kathy and Kathy.
Joanna Raposa.
And Mrs. Raposa and Karina. Yeah.
Karina, yeah, they're all listening.
And then I'm gonna come back after, because I have the new members I want to list off too for Angels Don't Lie. So what I'm talking about, these are my shout outs to the people that are in our Angels Don't Lie Facebook group. And if you'd like to join, just head on over to Facebook and look us up and ask to be a member, and I will click you in. 1, 2, 3. All right, Casey, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let me.
Maybe Casey took a break.
No, I'm here.
Casey, wake up.
Casey, did you take a station break?
No.
Are we on air?
Here we go.
Oh.
Okay. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
This is Angela. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to take the call yet.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm good. I'm from Indiana.
From Indiana. Thank you so much. I didn't even have to ask you.
I recently posted a couple of videos on your site, and I wasn't sure if you saw them or what your insight was having to do with orbs.
Oh, the orbs. Yes. I don't recall the exact videos. KJ is going to kind of pull it up for me, but I remember seeing some of them.
Hold on a second.
But can you give me the lowdown as she's looking it up, because I don't want to stop.
Well, my kids got me a camera that you can talk to your animals with, but it's also a security camera, and it will alert your phone when things are going on.
Oh, yes. Now I'm totally remembering, and they were all on the ceiling. There was like thousands of them moving around, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It feels absolutely fine. When I saw the video, I was like, oh, that's all beautiful. It wasn't anything in the negative. Do you feel that way in your house as well?
I do.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like
comforting.
All my ancestors protected me. I don't know if that's who it is or.
So when I see orbs, it's not usually defined as who it is, but it's definitely more defined as loving versus maybe a negative or lower vibration. So these felt completely loving and protecting and safe. That's what I was feeling when I saw them. And they're so bright and light in color. And the way they moved was also quickly, usually a lower vibration orb that would move slower. It'd be darker. It wouldn't have that kind of lightness about it.
Was it a video?
Yeah, and
Oh, I see it.
You
now.
see it now?
This is the first time I saw it.
Oh, watch
I've
it.
Never seen, I'm going to watch it right now.
There's 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they look like bugs.
Almost, right?
It looks like bugs flying around.
Yeah. But they're orbs.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And they go on, I mean, not in that big of a group. That's only happened a couple times. But if I check my cameras every other day, there's always 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can see them come right through the kitchen window and directly down the hall into my bed,
Yep. You needed a reminder that love is with you. You needed a reminder that everything is the same. Heaven and earth are together. That's what they're showing you.
Seriously, that is an amazing video.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here just watching this.
I know her.
I
You
just
should
was
see her
making
face.
sure that that's what you thought that was, and that it wasn't dust, or it wasn't.
No, that is amazing.
Well, no, because you can see how they're moving. Like,
yes, I mean, it's just bizarre.
yeah.
They're like little shooting stars all over your...
I have a video camera at work that shows me at nighttime as well. And I've had orbs. I had orbs which look a little bit different than yours. But I've also had a bug, and you can clearly see when it's a bug.
You can tell the difference.
You can see the wings, or yes, you can see them. You know what they are. They are a little bit more defined. So
Angela, you feel safe? Do you ever have anything move in your house? Like, you know?
Oh yeah. Are you getting any other signs?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I did. Next month will be 2 years that I lost my husband.
Okay.
And
there you go.
I did hear different things, and different things happened, but he never really believed in this kind of thing. So
that's okay.
He does now.
Yeah. And you heard his voice? His voice, he keeps saying.
Yes, I did hear. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
He's like, he's so cute. He's like, I'm messing with her a little bit because he's got like a funny little personality. You understand that? It's his way of coming through. He's totally joking with you because he says, you know, you're right. I would not have been the one to believe this, but you know, here I am. And he's kind of on the center of the chest, but like he's also like I don't know if it's a hernia or acid reflux, but that's where he's going.
It was an aneurysm. It was an aneurysm.
Okay.
Aortic.
There you go. So, well, see, I'm so happy that we could talk tonight then, and I could bring him through for you. And I
have real giant decisions to make, and I don't know how to make them without him.
He's saying there's big changes because this is our topic tonight. So this is how the angels work. They bring souls together from all over the country. Look at this. This is amazing. All different people talking about change and the changes they need to make in their life. So the underlying thing is faith, and he's saying that too. He's picking up the Bible and he's handing it to you. He's like, show her, pick up the Bible and hand it to her. This is the most important thing: is love, is faith. He says, God's honest truth. This is what's real. So that's where you have to stay. And I don't feel like your change is going to be negative. I feel like it's going to be all for the positive for you.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere else, and I don't want to be with anybody else ever. So
yeah,
but it's just real hard.
There's no pushing of that for you. He's not like, you know, saying, oh, she needs to move on, but it is. But there is time. There's time for you to do things for you. There's time to self-love. There's time to have fun. That doesn't mean you have to move on yet. And he uses that word.
He uses what word?
Yet.
Yeah, no.
You know, there's a great love and a great bond that will never be broken, that will always be there. But that does not mean that you have to go through the rest of your life lonely, sad, or isolated. And he said that's where you live most of the time. So that's what he doesn't want for you. And that's not a betrayal, he said. What's in the bottle? It looks like almost like a syrup bottle, like an old-fashioned medicine bottle. What the heck is he showing me? It's like old-fashioned syrup. With, you know,
like an elixir?
Yeah, like an elixir. That's what he showed, like that type of a bottle.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know. A small bottle or a big bottle?
It's just,
like
it's just a bottle is what he's showing. It's not big. It's not very big, but it looks like an old-fashioned medicine bottle.
I don't know.
Okay. Huh.
Let that linger.
Yeah. We'll hold on to that one. I'm not sure why he's showing me the bottle.
I don't know.
Have you been sick?
Okay. No.
Okay.
I'm sniffing because I'm crying.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering why he's showing me like a medicine bottle. That's why. But we'll get to it. We'll figure it out.
It's not an alcohol bottle, is it? I make wine.
Oh.
Ooh, you do?
There it is.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Yummy. We should be friends.
KG, you want to come out here? What kind of wine do you make?
This is pear wine that I have from our...
Oh.
That sounds delicious.
It really does. With what?
Wow.
Pear wine with what?
It's just pear wine from our land. We built our house. That's why I can't leave here, because we built our house. Okay. We physically built it for 10 years.
Yes.
Wow.
So, can people buy your pear wine online?
No.
Where,
it wouldn't be
where
legal.
No, but I didn't know if you had a website or.
No. I just make it for fun. I just didn't know if that was the bottle he was showing me.
Okay, that could be.
There you go. Well, love, I
can't think of anything.
I hope that this helps you, though, and it brings some peace.
Okay. All right. Well, I will keep listening and keep in mind.
Okay. Have a great night.
You.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay.
And for sharing your video.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Those videos, if you're not on Angels Don't Lie, you can't see it. So you have to be on the. I've never seen anything like that. Not even on any of the shows.
I know. You got to tag Billy in that, because he has a friend who gets a lot of.
I want him to put that darn purple one up, but he just still won't.
Why?
I don't know.
I'll do it. I have the picture in my phone.
You should do it.
I will.
Because that was an amazing orb photo.
Right.
They were this. So is Angela's. Angela's orbs are amazing.
Hands down.
Hands down, the best orb video I've ever seen.
The best orb video.
3 thumbs up in an orb.
There you go. All right.
We still have 2 callers. Yeah, and I want to thank them. They've been waiting for almost 20 minutes, so everybody's stacked up.
Oh.
So thank
you guys for waiting. All right.
Here's our next one.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. This is Indri.
I'm so sorry. Can you say your name one more time?
Indri.
Indri. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, Indri. Where are you from?
I live in Massachusetts.
Oh, perfect. Indri's brand new to our Facebook group.
Yeah.
And you were on my Facebook Live on Monday too.
Yeah. I just so excited. And it's so weird today about your topic. I heard that message too. But anyway, my daughter has a tough time. She feels like something surrounds her, but she's not sure what kind that surround her. And I have tough time too. I hope it's not a bad spirit, but I don't know.
So she's feeling or she's seeing?
Just feeling it.
Just feeling it. And so one of the most important things that we can do when we're feeling energy that we're not sure of is to call on God. And literally it's an instantaneous connection that happens when we call on the divine to remove something that is not from the light. So we can call on Archangel Michael, or we can go directly right to God. And if we say out loud, I am a child of God, you can't be with me, you have to go to the light. We say this 3 times fast and it will leave. So it is our connection to the spirit, to God, that we can alleviate any of that lower form of energy. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's exactly what I told her.
And she's a teenager, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And
I'm a sensitive person, so I'm not.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like she's pretty sensitive. Does she have a little bit of a hard time in school?
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and if you hear any message for her.
I just feel like there's a little bit of a tug of war between the two of you as well. Do you understand that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I feel like it's about setting some boundaries and allowing God to come in. And I just feel like you guys are going to butt heads a little bit more, so you need to kind of be calm. And she feels like she's just struggling a little bit, and she's looking for her connection, her path, her way, instead of your way. That's what it feels like.
All right.
Yeah, and is she on medication?
She is.
And what is she taking? Is she on antidepressant?
Yes, and Xanax to focus on her school.
Okay. Those are the things that I'm seeing are kind of affecting her as well. So you're going to want to...
Is she off?
Well, I'm not a doctor, so I would never tell you that.
That's true.
I cannot give that type of advice. But what I can tell you is it definitely seems to be affecting her. So, working with her through meditation, maybe getting her into yoga, finding her some ways to be in her body, and paying attention that way, I think would really help her with her coping mechanisms. And then maybe you'll see the need that she can slowly move off of that. It's like ADD medicine.
Yeah, even though she doesn't have it. So this is, she's been we're having a hard time with her to tackle her temper, and I have no idea. I love the yoga for her and the meditation because they're mindfulness things and they keep you in your body. She feels like she flies out of her body, and those medications that she's on, they don't really address the problem, although they might calm the situation. So I would suggest those type of things before you move her off medicine to make sure that she has a good foundation to go forward on. So therapy, the yoga, and meditation, perfect for her. Oh my God. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been asking that too.
And I feel like you need some support as well. So you maybe want to reach out to a group or, so you have, I feel like you need even in your church group, you need like help, support.
Well, some other parents that have the same situation happening.
It takes a village. It doesn't take just one person. Mm-hmm. So we have to be able to reach out when we need help. So I would love that for you too, so you don't feel so alone.
Right. I actually joined with a support group, and
perfect.
I constantly praying, and last pray what I hear is your prayer is granted. You just have to be patient, and I was not sure.
Right. So because we don't receive right away, it's in God's time. So it's keep praying and keep doing those things and work toward getting her the tools that she can use. Painting, anything that she can do that she's going to be in her body, and that she's expressing and focusing on that, she'll do really well. Drawing, painting, any type of art.
That's so weird because I was about to sign her up for art therapy.
Yeah.
That would be amazing for her. Yes. Love it. Perfect. Well, Indri, I hope that this really helps you. I'm happy that you're in our Facebook group too, so hopefully we can support you and be there for you as well.
Thank you. And just one more thing.
Sure.
Is there any Did you hear anything message from me?
I didn't hear one particular message for you, but I can certainly try. Were you looking to connect with somebody particular?
Just with my dad.
Okay. Can you just give me his first name?
His name is Yatmono.
And is it spelled with, is it hyphened or separated, his name?
No, it's Yatmono. Jatmono.
Okay.
I'm from Indonesia.
Okay. No, I'm just seeing like a separation, so I'm just not sure what the separation was. Okay.
Oh.
And you understand the breathing, the lung issue with your dad?
Yeah.
He's all around the lung. He's very soft-spoken and very gentle. Are you here by yourself? Are you by yourself? Like I feel like you stand alone. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. He's supporting you. He says you are a pillar of strength, and more than what he would ever have imagined you would grow to be. And he's very proud of you, and he says it over and over again. He wants me to tell you that so you understand.
I miss him, and I'm sorry I wasn't there when he passed away.
He shakes his head like, no, and he moves his hand. He says none of that. No. That's not important. He said it's all in the heart, and he points to the center of his chest.
Yeah.
And he's smiling. He's doing like this little smirk of a smile. And the photograph, you kissed the photograph?
I think I did.
Yeah, he's just showering you with love, Indri.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, wow.
So
hard for you to breathe right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you just channeled somebody who couldn't breathe. Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing.
I know.
How many more callers, Casey?
We have one left that's waited almost 30 minutes, so whenever Jeannie's ready.
All right,
let's go ahead. Let's bring them through.
Okay, here we
go. Hi, this is Jeannie.
Hey, crew. It's Jen from Connecticut, and I will wait a half an hour. I have no problem. Thank you for the shout-outs, and a lot of love to all of the previous callers. I'm very touched. And about dads, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and change, Jen.
Change. Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I needed to call, because sitting in a hotel room because a skunk got into my crawl space and sprayed my house, so it came up through the floors.
Oh boy.
So I couldn't deal with it any longer. But skunks are very, very strong animal totem.
I like that smell.
Yeah, well, I think Spirit's trying to talk to you and saying, if you're not going to go, we're going to smell you out of here.
We're going to push you out. Yeah, honestly, because you know what? It's the indication of the axis of Kundalini. I always pronounce it wrong. Kundalini, yes, or life force. And the anniversary of Tiffy, that's her name, she would have been 30 this year, is March 1st. She passed away. And she's been coming through. She came through a lot when she passed away. I have journals of stuff that she said, and I repeated back to the family, and it all came true. So it was awesome. So I didn't know if you saw her around, or obviously you're telling me about the skunk. Yes, everything smells like skunk, though. I had to leave. So
yeah, and I just feel like that is such a big symbolism for you, though, to pay attention to what is smelling in your life, so that you can change what needs to be changed. Yeah, and the wallet.
Wallet.
Yeah, this is what is her name again?
Well, we would call her Tiffy, but her name is Tiffany, and she has a daughter, and it literally she looks just like her, acts just like her, and it's really like a time warp, and it was really awesome. I had written, when I call her Tiffy because I'm older, so she was 6 years younger than me. You know what I mean? So
right.
She grew up very right. So, she was coming through a lot. But one of the things she said, yes, her daughter's name is Emmy, and she said Emmy will bring a lot of peace and love to Mom, and then to Chris and Kim, which is Christopher is her brother, and that's what happened. They ended up adopting Emmy. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
So what is?
I don't know about the wallet.
Yeah. So is this with your finances then? Is that where she's bringing me?
Probably. I mean, it always has to do with my finances, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because it feels like it's empty. She's like, like it's opening it up, and there's like really nothing in there, and there's no substance.
Yeah.
But
maybe that's me, my soul, like how I feel, at the moment. Like I just feel like I've been go, like hit the ground running every day. I mean, this happened. I just got back from the drive, the long drive in Arizona, and then it was icy that day, so my plane like slid into home base. It was just so crazy. Yeah, it when it hit the ground, boom, and then slid. So, it did a nosedive. So, yes, it just was, but it's been crazy since I've been back too. And then Walter was in Florida, right where I just was working. So I came home. He left. It's been very upside down, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But you haven't made any changes from last week when we were speaking, correct? Because I feel like nothing has really shifted or changed. And
right, because I feel like I haven't been able to essentially have time for myself because I've been like that skunk sprayed, not yesterday, the day before. So I've been dealing with that, and I just couldn't deal with it any longer. So now, like I said, I'm in the room, but he hasn't been home. So like I was saying, so I've been more comfortable, but I still feel, like you said, it's the skunk smelling me out of the house. I still don't feel grounded, like somewhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I kind of feel like that way too. I feel like, I just feel, again, I want to say it, I could say it probably till I was blue in the face. There are things that you can do in order to shift and change whatever's happening. But because you keep feeling trapped, and that is somewhat an illusion. It's somewhat real, and it's somewhat of an illusion as well, because this is what fear will do to us. There will be those temptations, there will be those challenges that will be those stopping points for us until we take a look and say, all right, wait, this is teaching me, this is challenging me, it's challenging my character to say, I can make a difference. I can make one small thing in a day and stop that thought and move forward. So rather than, so I feel like if you could get your journal out and go ahead and write down the changes that you would like to see, and also write down the things that are challenging you, the things that you see in your head right now that are stopping you. And
pros and cons to challenges.
Yeah, exactly. And then see where you can implement the love thought versus fear thoughts that we do in the Goddess You. In the Goddess You journal, and just take a look at that list and say, all right, well, am I approaching it from which point of view?
Place of love, right? That's actually what the skunks are. That's part of what it says. Like, learn to balance the ability to draw or repel people.
Yeah, and so we think about, okay, well, we can cut people out of our lives, but that's not the right way to do it. Where if we see them as a lesson, we see them as like sent to us to teach us and help us, we can then exit a relationship from the higher point of view, from a love point of view.
Right.
So.
And one last thing I actually have been doing, I thought of it on my own, but because I was spent, a lot of time with my mom, and it's true, when you're a kid, you see things from a different perspective because you're a kid. You have to go along with your parents. So I've been trying to separate, my adult self from my child self, because that is helping me with some of my traumas that I'm dealing with right now that are coming up.
Right, and every time you recognize that child side of you that still is in pain is when you have to slow down and give that love that you didn't receive, and recognize where maybe love was available and where you only see the negative. Because throughout our entire life, we're always thrown a bone. God always sends love from one angle or another. So maybe it didn't come from a parent, but it could have come from an aunt, uncle, grandparent. So there was always love available, but because we have that one person who we are challenged with, we'll look for that person until we get it, but we won't ever get it. We can keep looking and looking.
Take my blinders off. Take my blinders off. That's kind of what I usually say. Okay. And then there's no positive. I mean, my dad's around a lot. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I can tell stories, but I don't want to take up airtime. So I'm sure that he's coming through. Is there anything that he has to say? Because we're talking about fathers, everybody seems to, and it is dramatic.
Well, I just feel like the whole move for you is like where you see yourself going and where you should go are two different things, he says. But he said you're still working it out, and you're still trying to figure out how you're going to get to where you want to go, and it's not as easy as the place that you're supposed to go.
All right, because I mentioned Arizona, and I think you mentioned Georgia. And so I don't know. So that could be. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to slow it down, and we got to stay in with the challenges. Do that little bit of list first, and see what you come up with.
In my stinky house when I go back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I won't be around you ladies or anybody for a little bit. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it as always.
Have a beautiful night.
You too. Be blessed, everybody. Good night.
Right, bye, honey.
Bye. Thank you.
Love it. Fantastic.
There we go. Beautiful. So change is never easy for any of us, right? It's just, and we can get stumped up on our own, I'm going to say it, Casey, I'm going to swear. Are you ready? We can get stumped up on our own so it can block us and stop us. So now that we're talking about poo, let's talk about diverticulitis. Let's talk about it really quick.
Let's talk about crap, baby.
Yeah, because there are so many people that are suffering with the pain in their guts and irritable bowel and leaky gut. The interesting thing that when you research diverticulitis is that there really are no core things that happen beforehand. There's no things that you can say, oh, this is diverticulitis, until you have a flare-up. In most cases, people end up in the hospital with abdomen pain. They feel nauseous, they could have diarrhea or be constipated, and it's just severe pain on the left side.
Yes.
And it can travel to the right. That's diverticulitis. But you don't get diverticulitis first. What happens is your body begins to break down. Diverticulitis is your body breaking down intestines on the inside. So it becomes, you get those pockets. We've talked about this. You get those little pockets, these little pings that are on the inside of your intestines, and these pings turn into balloons, almost like a balloon going on the outside. And so that can fill with food, and the food stays there and doesn't get fully digested and becomes bacteria. That bacteria sits long enough, and we get a little hole in our gut, and there's leaky gut. And what happens after a while is the diverticuli, which are these little fingers that move the food down to our colon, down. Those start to die off. So we start to get more of those little pings when we keep eating the foods that our body doesn't like to digest or can't digest. So what happens is that you end up, with a diverticulitis flare-up, or in the worst case, like June, you have a perforated colon. You had a hole, and then your body leaks all that toxin into your gut, and you become very, very ill, fever, nauseous, and you could die. Yes. So it's nothing to play around with. People make fun of food allergies, and people. I have a lot of people who will be like, "Oh, I can't believe you eat the way you eat. You're so disciplined." And really, diets are. I'm not a fan of diets. I'm not a fan of the word diet, because when
either.
Yeah, I know you aren't. When we talk about a diet, we actually are keeping our mind on food. So when we keep our mind on something, then we want it more and more and more and more and more and more. So it doesn't work. Where if we come up with this, what's right for my body, what works for me, what makes me thrive, my body's my temple, well, that's when we can find that rhythm of what we can move in. So that's how I stay in my alignment of eating the right things. It's not because I'm following a diet. It's that I know it's going to be healthy for me. So I made this conscious decision. I'm not on a diet, but I made a conscious decision to follow what my body needs. So how can you do this at home? How can you listen to what your body needs? And we've done the core color meditation on air before, which is amazing. But literally, you just have to hold an item in your hand. And you can feel this item in your hand, and you can say, are you going to serve me, or are you not going to serve me? And you can feel the vibration. We're not idiots. You can literally feel this. You can do this. And you can say, you're going to serve me or you're not. You'll know, yes, this McFlurry is not going to serve me. I'm totally making fun of KJ right now.
It did not serve me at all.
It did not. She got McSick.
I got McPoisoned.
But we can live our life in that alignment. Perfect. That's all. I'll go on that. Blah 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 blah. What can you do?
I should have held that burger a little.
Yeah, you should have. You should have. You should have said, "Talk to me, burger. Talk to me. What are you going to do to me?
Put me down.
You're going to mess me up, aren't you?" All right. So let's get into the what you can do. How you can save your freaking body. How you can do it. Wait, let me give you the power. Here's your power. Increase your fiber. You can't have enough vegetables. You don't know the truth. You can't have enough vegetables in your life. The more you eat, the more you will feel good.
I love vegetables. Pick your favorite.
Yeah, and all throughout the day. That doesn't mean one serving at dinner.
Or supper.
Or lunch. It means throughout the day. And we have a caller, Casey. Seriously, we have a caller. People want to hear me talk.
Yes, we do. We can come back to your veggie talk.
We'll come back to my rant.
Veggie tales.
My rant. And my no diet.
All right, here I'm pulling it up. Here we go.
Hansen. Okay. Hey. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Jeannie. It's Sally. How are you?
Hi. Good, Sally. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Michigan. I'm Rachel's mother.
Oh, hi.
Oh. Hi.
Rachel's mom.
I've called you a couple of times. This time I'm calling about my Uncle Pete.
Okay. What can I tell you about your Uncle Pete?
Well, I can tell you, I don't know if you remember, but my grandpa with the blanket saying how sorry he was for her life. But Uncle Pete was always there for me, too. So, I know. And I'm thinking about moving. What does he think?
Okay, so Uncle Pete is definitely, I'm getting like heavy chest. Do you understand that?
Yep, I sure do.
Okay. And I'm having a little bit of a hard time breathing, like hard to like grasp my breath.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how he's impressing his energy around me. There's a lot of chaos going on over there, he says.
He's not lying.
Yeah. He's like, they got a lot of stuff. They're always talking about moving and change, but they can't get out of their way. He says,
I know. He's right there too. My goodness.
He's pretty funny. He's pretty funny.
He's an absolute sweetheart. Always.
Yeah.
always a good man.
Yeah. I love the dreaming. He's like, keep dreaming, keep planning, keep doing it. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I've been redoing my house, and I'm thinking, should I sell it? Should I stay? I don't know what to do.
I know. Should I stay or should I go?
Yes, that's the question. Should I stay or should I go? And I want to move south so bad. I want to be by the ocean, you know, because me and my husband are getting older, and it's like just time.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So I give you the thumbs up.
Okay, thank you.
The thumbs up, yes.
I say take me with you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, come on.
Coming.
Okay.
Yeah, and your daughter too.
Yeah, she's talking about it, so I don't know. We'll see.
I know, she's been talking about it.
Change is good.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, you know. But should we all go together, or should we go our separate ways?
I kind of feel like you're together family, and I feel like that's who you are. I don't feel like you're your separate way. So, you know, that's the thing. You got to know who you are.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Yeah.
Pack up the car.
Honey, we're moving.
Pack up the car, the dogs, the cats, and the kids in, huh?
Yeah.
Goodness sakes. Okay.
But you guys are all about having the fun now. Like you've had like hard times. It's enough of that. Yeah.
Yes, you're right there.
I do feel like it's time to lighten your load. He's like, you know, he shows me like letting go of the stuff. You have a lot of stuff. He's like, let it go.
Yeah. He's right there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just holds you back.
Yes, it does. I was actually on the back porch today looking, and I'm thinking, my God, why do I have all this stuff? So, yeah, you're right.
There he goes. That's why he's showing me. See, he's right with you.
Yeah, thank God, because I know he's with me. I know. I feel him all the time. So that's all. I just wanted to hear about him, you know.
Well, I want to know when the moving boxes get there. So tell Rachel.
Okay, I'll call you. I got to sell my house first, and I'll call you.
Okay, perfect.
Okay?
All right, perfect.
Okay, you have a nice night, sweetie.
You too. You too.
All right,
take care. Bye-bye. That was awesome.
They're the best family.
They really are.
I can see like the Clampets.
Oh, I love them.
Like everybody in that, you know.
Come on, guys.
Pack it in. We're going.
Yeah.
Oh, join
I think we're going to have to
Casey,
go out
we
and
have
help
another caller?
No, we don't have another caller. I think we're going to have to take a road trip to Michigan and help them back.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back to my diverticulitis, my healthy gut rant. This is for your healthy gut so you feel good. Okay, so probiotics are amazing for giving your body good bacteria and helping to break down your food. So they keep the good flora, because your intestines has a flora and it needs to be healthy. So those little bugs, those little floras, whatever you want to call them, they will eat the food and break down and keep everything calm.
Yes.
And, you know, we talk about gut health and brain health. They go hand in hand. So if your gut's not in a good way, you can't be thinking. You can't make rational decisions. You get stumped up. You get angry. You don't feel good. Pay attention.
Hallelujah.
You're getting headaches. Clean up your gut. Yeah. Smoking is a number one no-no. And that goes for marijuana. So when you have gut stuff, I know she's giving me evil eye. I'm just saying you cannot have smoking when you have. I can't look at you. I can't look at her right now. Okay. You have to remove soy, corn, dairy, eggs. Yep, and these the most common allergens, which are soy, corn, dairy, eggs, and gluten. Those are the most common ones. So what they suggest is that you do an elimination diet. You take them out of your diet, and you do it for at least 2 full weeks with none of that. And then you slowly add one item back in at a time. What you will find is which one will bother you the most. You will find that you'll get an immediate gas or stomach ache or bloat, diarrhea. And then you'll know. And sometimes it's more than one item. So you have to do one at a time. So it is a process elimination diet for sure.
And you have to write everything down in
yes.
the food diary.
Yes. So David Wolf, who is an amazing raw food, superfood guy who teaches and does amazing things, he talks about the digestive wellness in his Superfoods book. And he says enzymes help to assist your enzyme cascade in your body, which begins with digestion and ends with metabolism. So the more enzymes that we have in our diet, the easier the time the body will have with digestion, and it will also affect our metabolism. So enzymes are a little different than probiotics, because probiotics are the live bacteria, and enzymes are what happens when we ferment foods. So fermented foods, fermented drinks, or you can buy a digestive enzyme as well to help break down your food and to boost up your metabolism. Raw algae, so things like spirulina, the blue-green algae, kelp, those are amazing for the gut health. Honey, wheatgrass, unbelievable for your gut health. Aloe. You can't have enough aloe when your gut is in a disarray, because it will totally calm it down and act like an internal antibiotic. Really quite amazing. And it will restore as well. So it will not only, calm everything down, it will help your tissues to build back up, which repairs so you can have a reversal of the issue. Amazing.
All right, so we have a couple of shout-outs, right?
Yes, let me do my shout-outs.
Okay, and Melinda as well.
Melinda,
she was the gal that lost her son.
Oh, yes.
They just had his memorial, so just
Linda. Yes, honey, I'm sure that was really horrible. Thoughts and prayers are with you. I want to say hello to our new members in Goddess University, Darlene, Sherry, Indri, who called in tonight, Angie, who called in tonight, Nick, Becky, Jason, Stephanie, Shannon, Jeanette, Sally, and Angela. Oh, maybe it was Angela that called in, not Angie.
Yeah, Angela.
Oh, Angela called in, so Angie. So we have two. Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out, ladies. I did get some emails, but I'm so sorry I'm not going to be able to get to them because we're after 8:01. If you guys, I just released my new chakra balancing video on YouTube. You can go check that out. It's in my Living Your Truth series, and there is actually a free workbook that goes with it. You can download it right under YouTube. So it's Jeanne Street on YouTube. Go on and subscribe. And I've got a couple of group events coming up, and in Spirit Healing Studio, you can go under events and check them out. My Spiritual Healers class is going to be starting in May, so I'm taking applications for that now. And that's I teach that once a year. It's a pretty intensive class, and
what a night!
I'm done.
Pooped.
No, I'm not pooped yet. But since we're talking about poop,
and on that note,
I would ask you all to please keep our lovely June and all of our callers in your prayers, because prayers do matter. And Kim Harrington, we didn't say a shout out to Kim. Let me shout out to Kim.
Kim.
And
Jen.
Jen. I did say Jen earlier.
Sorry.
And Lucky. Let me say hi to Lucky.
Oh, Lucky.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next week live right here on KBJB Radio. And you know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a great week, you guys.